Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another weekly update. I have been a little bit behind with this week's update because I was occupied with other stuff. I've been actually very active on Instagram in the last week, basically, and doing a lot of videos there. So that is why my YouTube had to take a little bit of a backseat because I'm jumping back and forth, taking a lot of videos and just sharing in my private Instagram for some friends. And I wanted to start a kind of a mini challenge for myself just to go on taking videos every day and just to get more comfortable with the camera. So, and I've noticed with Instagram, it's really cumbersome to edit. So it's not like free flow, just talking to the camera, but if you share it as stories, you can't really, the video always stops after 60 seconds. So you have to, if you take longer videos, you always have to edit it, which takes a long time. Andrea is doing a podcast interview right now, which is why I'm sitting in the lobby. And Luna is joining me tonight. This is our hotel dog. And she got adopted a few months ago, almost a year ago. Say hello, Luna. So at the beginning, it was a bit rougher with her because she was very young. When we got her, she was a street dog. So she used to bark at everyone who comes in. And also in terms of like behavior, she was like very dirty and running outside, rolling in mud and dirt and then come back. She wasn't really well trained. And luckily now she's such a good dog, very mature now and loving. So that's great to have. And a lot of times it makes really a huge difference. I wasn't a big fan of her when she came here, to be honest, because a hotel is not really a place to adopt dogs, in my opinion. But now I got so used to her. Every time I come into the lobby, she's like really nice and welcoming, and she waits and then she's like wants to play and all that. So that's pretty cool. Today I'm having a session from our hotel lobby because Andrea's, as I said, having this podcast interview right now. So it's better for her to focus entirely and having the apartment for herself while we go through my last week. Let's start with business. In terms of business, there hasn't been a lot of Okay. In terms of business, there hasn't been a lot of change, to be honest, since last week. I mean, 1 week is really, it's flying by so fast. And what I did last week, as I shared in my last previous update, I was fixing my analytics and also working on Google Ads a lot. So I continue doing that. Hey guys, it's Thursday today. I wanted to share a quick thing. I woke up to this today. This gave me almost a heart attack. Almost $17 for a click. Google Ads is crazy. So yeah, that was quite the shock waking up. I had to adjust my campaigns. I had to adjust my campaigns immediately after seeing this. It stabilizes now once more clicks are coming in. When I set up the campaign, I didn't set any cap for the clicks. So because I thought, I just let it run, and because I didn't want to limit the clicks by the bit, but I didn't expect Google would go so crazy just for one click. So yeah, that was a lesson. Yeah, just wanted to share that it's part of the game. You do something and then you learn from it and you adjust. Last week was also very productive, introducing new product line and also new products. So I'm testing this right now. But in terms of business, it has been September still. It's a very slow month. We have mid-September right now. Compared to last year when the month started, I was at almost minus 100% in the first week. And now luckily last week, sales picked up again. I guess it was because people are coming back from summer holidays and getting ready for school, so they don't have a lot of attention on home decor. So usually home decor, the business I'm in, is more active during the summer month when people, sometimes people change jobs or travel and move somewhere else. This is where a home decor comes in for me. Then now with kids going back to school, parents just use their resources for other things. So, but since last week, I saw sales picking up again, which is great. Let's see how the rest of the month goes. And meanwhile, I just focus on a lot, preparing for Q4. Q4 is coming soon. So I'm doing a lot of market research, see what kind of new products I can introduce, prepping my store, optimizing my store, product pages, and so on. And I think, especially during these times where I mean, I mentioned it in my last video already that we in 2020, 2021, we saw a lot of like growth for ecom businesses online in general. But this growth has slowed down in the last 2 years and across many industries. These times when there's like an economic winter, it is actually the greatest time when we get more creative and try to persevere with our businesses. And this actually creates great entrepreneurs because it goes totally into problem solving. Like how can we pivot? Because there's always money in the economy and money floating around. It's just like one of my mentors really said, like there's always money floating around. It's just not flowing into your pocket. And this is when we really get creative and think about, okay, even though our business has worked in the past, now it doesn't. So where's the money going right now? And so how can we pivot and be creative with our business and try to make it work? Because it will really define of how sustainable a business is during these times, especially during these times. So, but once you come out of the winter and go into economic summer or spring where things are picking up again, then really that business that survives during the winter is coming out stronger. That's what I believe. So I'm trying to make it work no matter what. And yeah, every business model works. You just have to find the right angle. That's where my focus went in a lot. So this week I've been focusing on social media and content production again. It has been a month since my last scheduling, so I'm running out of posts, which is what I prepared this week. It is Tuesday today, and yesterday I actually worked on a lot of content over the weekend, worked on social media, and just planning for the next few months, creating a content plan and scheduling a lot of posts. I actually finished all the content planning, so my calendar is full now, also until mid-October, so I don't need to worry about this anymore, which is great. Yeah, the reality is Instagram, Facebook, I like to use Meta Business Suite because it's so easy to just schedule things for both platforms at the same time and not worry about it, just let it go. And with these kind of platforms, it's cost so much time to, if you want to focus on organic traffic, for me, it takes too much time for e-commerce. I think direct marketing like Facebook ads, Google ads is much more efficient to get data and to get feedback instead of marketing. So I focus more on direct marketing and Pinterest. Yeah, Pinterest is also good for e-commerce, but Instagram and Facebook, it really sucks because there's no traffic really coming from there. If you have, if you're not going into something that is extremely viral. And so, but I think it's still important to have some sort of presence there so that customers, in case they do some research, they know, okay, this company, this brand is actually active. And this is exactly why I'm just doing the bare minimum to spread out posts over time, over a period of a month. So I sit down once a month and I just schedule all the posts and then have it off my mind and focus on more high return tasks. So yeah, if you run an e-commerce shop, you build your own brand, just focus on the main channels where you think most of the customers are, and then for the other channels, just do bare minimum, try to automate it as much as possible, and this is how you save time but still cover a lot of bases. And other than that, this week is really again focusing on market research, creating new products and testing new products. This is how the rest of my time actually goes. So the highlight of this week was actually visiting a friend's wedding. So our friends here invited us to attend their wedding, which was around 45 minutes outside of the city. His parents are farmers, and it was a very cool and different experience from what we have seen before, because Andrew and me, we went to a wedding for my cousin in Hanoi. It was very different then because my cousin has somewhat more wealthy parents, and so the wedding, we saw a wedding on both kind of side of the spectrum. Let's put it like this: not that my friends here are like super poor, but it was a wedding in the middle of in a small village in the middle of the field with a tent, because his parents are farmers, and the whole village was there. So it was a very, very local wedding compared to like a wedding in the city, right? It was very cool to see though, and the weddings here are wild. There was a lot of karaoke, whereas the wedding for my cousin, it was like very neat. It was everyone was dressed, you know, everything had a program.
Mình cùng với những lời căn dặn kèm theo.
Whereas here it was more like let's just drink and let's have fun and let's sing very loud. So the music, the volume was crazy. And that was really cool to see, even though I'm Vietnamese and I'm like familiar with the customs, not with all of them, but it was still very cool to see for me to see that because I've never experienced that before. So this is it from my side for this week. I'm not actually sure how I'm going to progress with these videos now. I think it is so important to put, you know, the progress out, share updates from my side, but I don't want to be too rigid with the fixed rhythm. And I want to actually, you know, collect more interesting experience to share. So that means that sometimes I think I can share something updates in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It really depends on what I have to share and not make it like a weekly thing just for the sake of it. Also, I want to put in a little bit more effort in making tutorials because I've seen the ecom space is growing and more artists are trying to build their own ecom store, but they don't know where to start. So I will put a little bit more thought into that and in which direction to grow with the channel, and maybe have a mix of like learning technical skills while also keep it more fun with some personal updates and travel. So that was it from my side, and I see you soon, guys. Bye bye.